let's just let's be open minded, right? So let's say these people have a choice or had a choice, and let's say they all chose Satan, right? Well, the system is Satan, and the system says that in order for you to benefit from the system, you have to abide by the system. But they don't tell you that the system isn't the laws, statutes. Well, not when I'm not talking. I'm talking about the Most High, but they don't tell you that it's the laws and statutes written and the independence and all of these bills that they put in place. That's a facade. You know, that's order out of chaos. That's what they make bills and laws to control the chaos. That's what they do, and control the people. That's not the true American dream. And it's really not even an American dream. It's only an American because we're from America. So that's the only perspective that we have in this. It's global. So it's the global system because if you really think about it, right? If you really look at Masons and fraternities and sororities, they're good everywhere they go, in the sense that it's a brother sisterhood, it's an organization. So you could go to Africa, and you could be wearing your paraphernalia. You understand, and then you can meet somebody who's not wearing their paraphernalia. But let's say for instance, right? It's happened to me before, but not as far as like my grandfather, right? He was a he was like maybe like he'd be considered like a well-known preacher in Maryland, and especially the Baltimore area. We would go to restaurants, right? And people would know him. And people would just pay for the food. People would pay for his food. People would pay for clothing. People would give him gifts. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like when you're a part of a group and high esteem is in the eye of the beholder. You know what I mean? Esteem is just like beauty. It's in the eye of the person who's on the other end of it, who's receiving it. So what you'll see come a time is like like I said, they may go on vacation, they may be a part of a fraternal sorority group, they may have on their paraphernalia. The owner, right? Let's say the owner is not even part of the same frat, but because they all have that ideology mindset, you understand, they could hate each other. I've seen it. They'll comp meals, comp dinner. You know what I mean? Mechanic specials. I've seen it. So they look out for one another, and that's the global system. So it's kind of like they have this whole thing where they know each other, and they know each other by their wickedness. So they don't know each other by their light. They call it light, but there's no light in darkness. Light removes darkness. You understand? So because if with light there is no darkness. So that's why it's impossible for someone to call themselves illuminated when they're only illuminated in the dark half of the information that they're receiving. You understand? Illumination is overall. You know the good and the bad, and that's what the Most High. That goes back to exactly. So they only teach you the bad, and they manipulate it as being good. Okay, and that's because that's what they want to do. But so what I'm saying is, you have to understand with this whole hive-minded consciousness is that's the same analogy. That's the same thing. These guys are all connected. So they know each other. That's the Bible says you'll know them by their spirits, by their fruits. Try the spirit, by the spirit. They know. So when you go somewhere, you walking with these guys, they know that we're not like them. They just know that we're just not walking around here stupid as fuck and evil, just dark. You know what I mean? Just real empty inside. You know what I mean? We really just walk around here minding our business, stand to ourselves and let somebody fucks with us, and then you get all we got. So I'm telling you guys, it's not a choice for these people to be around here just doing all this stupid shit. It's the global system. And the only way that you can tell that you don't know, you can easily tell somebody who wasn't aware of the whole globalist system, okay? It's because they don't know about it. And when they find out about it, it's fucking all they can think about. Not only all they can think about, but it's trippy. You know what I mean? You hear them, and you can kind of just tell. You kind of just tell, like, okay, this guy, yeah, he's same emotions, my sentiments exactly. So you gotta understand, bro, that don't let these people feel you. Like, don't have these people like getting the idea that it's really them out here like making decisions, wanting to make left and right turns and turn on lights. Because I'm telling you, those are not life-threatening decisions. Those are nuclear war, political decisions. I'm telling you that right now, okay? So don't have these people out here fooling you like your neighborhood has come against you, and they, you know what I mean, and they're all, nah, bro. No, these dummies in your neighborhood don't have the mental fortitude, finances, or resources to even, that's why they have to be controlled. And I'm telling you anything. As I'm closing this video, the gang stalkers, the perps, the demons, the higher mind are the ones primarily being controlled. You understand? If their whole position is watching the enlightened ones around the target, they would be controlled the most. They're going to be controlled more than we are, if you really think about it, because their whole efforts is an attempt to control us. They already own them. Your neighbors, they own them. Your family, they own them. So don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, they be really trying to make it seem like flipping it on you like we're controlled. They don't control us. That's why they're mad. They control our neighbors. They control our neighborhoods. They control the policemen. They control everything that is not us. So that's why you got to have confidence when you walk outside. Because when they talk about being really real, and they talk about being rare, and they talk about being authentic, like we're the only authentic ones out here. We're the only real ones out here. They scream all this real nigga shit. They're not real. I'm telling you, they're not real. These niggas make the same symbolisms whether they're in a gang or not. Whether they wearing a button-up shirt, a suit and tie, or they got on some True Religions and some flight posits. I'm telling you, these niggas operate the same, white and black. And another thing, I'm going to close on this. I know I said that, but the reason why white people would never respect the so-called black people, the 2/3 on this earth, is because they know who they are. You got to understand. I mean, let's make sense of this. If you know this black man is soulless, just like you, right? Now, mind you, the oppression and everything, the reason why black people don't understand the oppression, they hate the Most High, is because they don't read the Bible and understand that through your oppression, you become great. Understand, like he oppressed you for a reason, and it was supposed to bring you back to the Most High, but you hated him for it. You hated him for his reproof. What I'm telling you is, back to what I'm saying, the reason why you can see a white man and a black man kill each other, and why they still have no regard for one another, like today, why white people have no regard for black lives, it's because they know who the real black lives are. Okay? They know who the real black lives are. And they know it's not these niggas walking on the street. They know it's not them niggas working with them. So that's one thing that I understood. That's why I just kind of just took a step back from the whole shit anyway, because I'm looking at the situation like they're both demons. They both serve the same God. They worship the same thing. They both kill, rob Peter to pay Paul. They have the same mentality in this beast system. So the black man is looking at him because the white man is looking at these so-called niggas like, yo, you're oppressed. I get that, but you are also selling your soul for the same shit that you claim you're oppressed from. You understand? So that's why these black people, they sell their soul, or they don't have one. You understand? So meaning that they don't obtain morals. They don't try to obtain value. They continue with the same mindset that they were born with, that Satanist mindset. So I'm not surprised when I look at white and black in situations. Yes, it's ignorant. Yes, it's bad. Yes, on a two-dimensional level, so-called black people shouldn't, I guess, be getting killed by police, at will. But I'm telling you, the reason why they don't respect black people is because they know black people were the selected race with selected ethnicity from the Most High, and they fucked it up. And the white people don't feel sorry for them. They're not going to, but in order to say that, they have to admit who black people are. They have to admit God exists. They also have to admit that they are part of the seed of Satan. So the reason why they're not going to come out and say, well, you're just like us. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want us to do? You're just like us. You know what I mean? You serve Satan just like us. You put filth in the air. You kill your own people. You know what I mean? The reason why because it's going to expose so much, and you got to be mindful that there's people who are still dormant and sleep. And that information getting out is going to be global. They can't have that. So what they'll keep on doing is killing each other to cover up the cause. And it doesn't matter to both sides. It's a sacrifice for Satan, for the black people, and there's going to be some black person who's benefiting off the death of George Floyd like they were for Ahmaud and Trayvon and Mike Brown and the girl. There's always someone benefiting off the black deaths, and there's black people. So don't think there's just the white man benefiting off the death of black people. It's niggas too, because you understand, niggas are the ones setting up their own to be caught up. So don't think that it's just, like I was saying, for me, I don't look at white people like, I look at black people. When I look at these niggas, let me say, if I had hate in my heart, I would hate niggas more than I hate white people. White people really don't do shit to me but be themselves. Nosy, arrogant, blind, whatever, that's white people. They do that. That's them. But when you have a whole bunch of niggas that are talking about oppression, like they're talking about oppressed, and I can walk out my door right now, and some nigga's gonna try to put me in a mood that I wasn't already in. He's gonna try to lower my mood. He's gonna try and get him intentionally. So I look at him as the enemy. I look at black people as the enemy, if you ask me. So that's why I don't give a fuck about no Black Lives Matter. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, because I can walk out my house and have niggas around me on the same shit that they crying about Minneapolis. They out here protesting in Baltimore and Philly and New York. And I'm like, look at these coons. Look at these coons. They want to be protesting about police brutality, but I can go on murderinc.com and see about 5 niggas that killed each other within the last 20 minutes or the last 3 days. So that Black Lives Matter, fuck that shit. I don't care. Don't ask me no Black Lives Matter question, because I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you that my life matters. Your life matters. And the children of the Most High, Yah, life matters. Everybody else matters. Everyone else life don't matter to me. So say what you want. You know what I mean? You can say I'm not Christian. I'm not Christian. You're right. And I'm not religious. What's next? I'm telling you guys the truth. When I look outside, I'm worried about my life. Okay? I'm worried about me making it to where I got to get home and get home safely. I'm not worried about nobody else's life. Because when I see one of these little demons getting beat up by the police, I'm not pulling over. That's demon on demon crime. That's how I look at it. They say it's black on white. I say it's demon on demon. That's a third dimensional. So, look, guys, we got to come above this mess. Don't be trapping this black and white shit, bro. That's for the birds.